What's up, everyone? You are listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. I am Thejas, and this is your Impact Wrestling's Turning Point review, guys. Before we get into this review, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. And let me know what you guys thought about this show. I thought about this show was a really solid show. Had some good wrestling, pretty enjoyable, you can say. We first kick it off with the main show, guys. I'm not talking about the countdown show. I'm starting off with the main show. So main show kicked it off with Chris Sabin versus Ace Austin. I thought this was a pretty nice match. Just what do you expect from these two guys? They have never have a bad match. They had the matches before as well. This was not the best, you can say, but a nice opener, you can say. Yeah, nice opener. Next, we had VBD, Violent by Design versus Heath and Rhino. I thought that Heath and Rhino could get the victory here, but VBD got the win, and yeah, they sneak up the victory here. The story continues. I would say that, so it's pretty much okay. I would say okay match because the story continues. So some matches and had some finishes, clean finishes, and some matches were like they were kind of proceeding the storyline, what's going to happen. So it was okay. It was nice that they did in some things. So yeah. Next, we had Rich Swann versus VSK. Average match on this card. I didn't really thought this match should have been had a place in this card. In-ring was nice at times, but it didn't do anything to me. I would say average match. Next, we have W Morrissey versus Matt Cardona. W Morrissey gets the win here, just like I thought. Most cost the match to Cardona, and a ref bump as well we saw where Morrissey doesn't notice it. The ref doesn't notice it, and it was okay. Had some it was slow paced, and they had some cool little moments, you can say. And yeah, Cardona had hit the radio silence, but ref was distracted by you can say W Morrissey. So W Morrissey doing his this good deeds for his friend, you can say, but they are still waiting for that eventual turn and having that big behemoth match between these two. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that. Next match, we had the Inspiration versus Decay knockout tag titles on the line. Inspiration got the victory here. The psychology was nice, I would say. It was a little sloppy at times. It was a competitive match nonetheless, I would say. Inspiration retained the championship, pretty decent at best. Inspiration need to be picking some more heat, I would say, and they had a good moment, had a debut, and they need to have a great heel turn or a heel run. I just think that they just pissing the fans off. They just do very perfectly. So I need to have a great babyface as well for the knockouts. Uh, tag titles, I would say. So yeah, Inspiration got the victory here. Nothing too much to say about. Next, we had Trey Mcgill versus Loreto Kid versus Steve Macklin X Division Championship match. I thought this could be a show stealer match, and Miguel retained this match. I thought that maybe Steve Macklin could get the win, and this had some pretty sick and cool spots. This was a great match. I thought I really enjoyed it. I know this was going to be good actually, and we have a very smart ending as well. A double pin, while you can say. Laredo Kid got the pin here. I mean, he was pinned by Miguel, while Steve Macklin actually kicked out and thought about that this was a botch. But then I understood what Impact did there, and it was a really smart thing that they did. And I really think that this Macklin versus Miguel story continues there. So I'm pretty okay with that. Next, we have Mickey James, Mercedes Martinez, Impact knockouts title, women's title for the yeah, a really good match I would say, but had some drag down moment here and there, but it was still good. Diana attacked after the match was perfectly set up by Impact, I would say. I really liked it, so I guess that match is going to happen at the next pay-per-view of Impact, the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. And we had a challenge to the championship at Hard to Kill made by Diana Peraza post match, by hitting the Queen's Gambit. So that was a nice little thing to end the match and the post segment, you can say. Then we have a great announcement for knockouts division, as we are going to see by Scott Demore. He says that we are going to see knockouts Ultimate X match, the first ever match. I think it would be great, man, because just uh, you can say eye-opening and just a revolutionizing match that's going to happen, man. Next, we had the Good Brothers who's a Bullet Club Impact World Tag Team Champions on the line. I thought this was a solid match. They both teams had a decent work. Good Brothers working as a babyface was kind of awkward, we can say. But that don't need to have that Finn. What's their name? The Bullet Club Finn Juice, I think. Not the Finn Juice, Bullet Club, yeah, Chris Bay and Hikuleo. I need to have some heat. I'm not very into that team that they are going, but Good Brothers still. They retained the tag titles somehow, you can say. They had some pretty close near falls here, but Good Brothers got the win here. So I don't know who's next for Good Brothers. The defenses for Good Brothers are not pretty very interesting, you can say. They need to bring some New Japan tag teams into the mix to the Impact Wrestling, and they can easily do that. So I think that that could create some competition. I would say that. Next, we had an announcement: December 18th, Saturday, Throwback Throwdown Impact Plus show. The next Impact Plus show is going to be, and the pay-per-view is in January. If you are wondering, the Hard to Kill pay-per-view. Next, we have Josh Alexander's segment, which was uncalled for, and Josh actually cuts his promo and he says that he wants the Impact Championship, and out comes who? It was Jonah. We will better be known as Bronson Reed of WWE. Man, this I like the way they booked him. Well, it's just a monster guy, man. It just hit him 4 to 5 times the running senton. It was just onto the top, man, onto the back, and then had 2 3 splashes, and it was just bleeding like anything. And I think that Josh Alexander's story stops here, and he may be they are kind of writing off him from the Impact for some weeks, and then maybe in the Hard to Kill Jonah versus Josh Alexander. That could be great match, man. That could be great match. I am very really expecting to be that could be a great story, and really waiting for that match. I can't wait for this match actually. Next, we have finally the Impact World Championship match: Moose versus Eddie Edwards. This was a fun match, enjoyable. Little bit of, you can say, calling spot match. Uh, they were setting up the spots, but it was really cool to watch. The sunset flip powerbomb stop spot to Moose was really good. I would say really great. Uranagi to the exposed ringwood. That was new. That he didn't see actually in a lot of years, you can say. Yeah, so that was good, and was a holy shit that because Eddie Edwards took that and still he was picking him up and finally ate that spear, and Moose retains the championship. I wasn't expecting Moose to lose here, and he's having a great dominant run, man. He's just booked very 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 strong. I don't know who is going to, I mean, finally that George Alexander story is going to be the one. So they're waiting him. I'm okay with that, because you need to wait that fruit to ripe. So I am very really waiting for that hard earned and very very earned victory of Josh Alexander, waiting for that. So this was a and we had a W Morrissey involvement, I mean the yeah involvement as well, because you can say because when they had a brawl as well, I thought that was a little overbooked kind of thing. They could have avoided, because post that they had all the things and all this spots and all. So I thought that was kind of unnecessary. That could have been the end segment of all, but they didn't do it that way. Anyways, this was a fun match, you can say, fun championship match. Moose retained it. Next, this was a solid, pretty enjoyable show, I would say, with some high and lows, as I said in the show, but it was pretty watchable, you can say. And that really average match was a Rich Swann match. Apart from that, every match was kind of, you can watch it through. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked my review. Tell me your thoughts about the show in the comment section below, and I will see you guys with the next one. And don't forget to check out my Survivor Series predictions. I did that a few days ago, so please do check out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, and peace.